Hey girl, are your healthy habits all over the place or non-existent? Do you wish you could find true food freedom, move your body for joy, and really just talk a little nicer to yourself? If you have tried to habit hack your health, but the strategies you've tried just haven't worked for you in your busy lifestyle, then this podcast is for you. Hey, I'm Emily Nichols, habit and fitness coach, behavior change specialist, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Hey, I am here to tell you there is an easier way than what we've been taught about our health and our habits. How do I know? Well, because I've transformed my own life through habit hacking, and now my family gets the best of me, and I now help my clients do the same. I'm now going to teach you how to create healthy habits in less time, guilt-free for all seasons of your life. It's not your fault your habits haven't worked, my friend. We just have to do them differently. So, are you ready to feel empowered and transform your habits and life? Then let's do this. Hello. Welcome to Habit Hack Thursday. I'm so happy you're here, genuinely. Do you hear me smiling? Every time I record these episodes, I smile because my heart is truly in what I'm coaching every week on the show, the interviews I get to do, the amazing people I get to bring to you that I hope are making an impact on your life to help you habit hack your health as well. So if this is your first time joining us for a Habit Hack Thursday, I alternate between movement, mindset, and food freedom, the three fundamental needs I teach on. So we keep it really simple around here as women have to do habits differently. And today we're talking all about movement. This is a subject I truly believe in, and I have to honestly talk the talk and walk the walk when it comes to this as well. And that is talking about taking a rest day. So I'm going to share 5 ways you know you need to get a rest day in and not get off track with your routines and habits around movement, okay? So, hey, I do want to check in with you all real quick and make sure that you know you can join the 21-day Habit Accountability Challenge anytime. Oh my gosh, I launched this last month after doing the Healthy Habit Reset Live the last time, and that's my free masterclass. You learn my 5-step habit change method. And I created the challenge because everyone needed accountability. When I started my own transformation journey in 2015, what really did it for me was various forms of accountability. So that's what we do in the 21-day challenge. So you get a private podcast feed with 21 super short episodes for that. So that's one form of accountability. You get email accountability from me. You also get habit trackers, says another accountability method, but you also get Voxer access. So I absolutely love chatting with you all in Voxer, and I give you some challenges throughout the podcast, some little hints dropped here and there to help you take action. And I love hearing from you all and helping you habit hack whatever fundamental need you are focused on creating a routine around, creating that unconscious behavior, whether it be movement, mindset, or food freedom, or maybe a habit around one of those areas that you want to eliminate, and helping you have some confidence and gaining some momentum. Okay, it's $21. That's another accountability option for a layer to you as well. So you can sign up at bit.ly/habit accountability challenge. It's linked in the show notes for you. I would love to see you there because I love connecting with you all and I love hearing about your progress. This is a super simple way to get access to me as your coach and to be able to connect with each other. So I love it and I can't wait for you to do it too. So join anytime. Okay, let's talk about when to know if you need a rest day from working out. Now, if you're listening to this and you're like, girl, I'm not consistently working out at all. I'm taking a rest day every day. That's okay. That's totally okay. We're going to talk about this from the lens of you have some consistent movement going on in your life, but you're maybe taking it to the extreme, right? There's always one extreme to the other, right? Especially as women. We talk about this in the private podcast feed, Atomic Habits for Women. If you haven't listened to that, go listen. It's always linked in the show notes. It's my secret podcast. We talk about how women have an all or nothing mentality. I'm either all on or I'm doing nothing, right? And sometimes when we're doing all of it, when we're doing movement, that can be detrimental over time, right? Now, I can't make super specific recommendations as far as rest days without knowing exactly what kind of workout regimen you're currently following. Now, we do talk about rest days inside of the Movement Habits Accelerator. That's my mini course, your DIY course that you can do. Made that super affordable too, where I give you all of my best habit hacks around movement. I really focus in on diet culture BS, kind of erasing that we need to go hardcore all the time, and a real focus on functional fitness and movement as joy, and how to actually make the time and make it convenient and consistent and sustainable and so forth. But really what I really address in there is we don't have to go hardcore all the time, especially as women, which I'll get into today. There are various times of the month where we need to change the way we are moving and take advantage of rest days or active recovery days. So I actually put a poll up in my Instagram stories and asking, when do you know to take a rest day? And a lot of folks were like, when I start my period. They're like, when my workouts feel like sluggish. And another person was like, I don't take rest days. They scare me. Like they scare me because they're afraid they're going to get off routine. So let's talk about these 5 areas together to know if you need to take a rest day, and let me know if this applies to you. Number 1, you aren't getting quality sleep. Okay. I had to say it. If you're not prioritizing sleep, then you are not going to have fun workouts, and your body hasn't really just had a chance to recharge, right? Sleep is the most re-energizing thing we can do for our bodies. And if you are not prioritizing sleep, your body's going to go into fight or flight and hold on to everything, right? And your workouts are not going to be effective. So even overtraining can kind of contribute to poor sleep, because then you have really messed up sleep patterns, or maybe if you're working out at night, that adrenaline's running really high and it's hard for you to go to sleep. A lot of different factors in that, but make sure you're getting quality sleep, at least 7 hours. I know 7 is hard sometimes. I get it. I get up at 3:50 2 days a week to coach, and I don't go to bed till 11 on those nights. Eek! Don't tell anybody. I know. I got to talk the talk and walk the walk too. But on those days, I do active recovery movement. So number 2, you're feeling burnt out or just bored, right? You're going to your workouts and you're just like, ugh, I don't want to do them, or I'm bored of doing the same thing. Take a couple of days off and then go back to it. And if you're still feeling like, ugh, I don't like doing this workout anymore, which happens, we're always going in new seasons of our life, then try something else. Take a couple of days off. If you're still feeling that way, try something else. If you're doing Orange Theory, you're like, it's not really working out for me, go try Cycle Bar, change it up. There's nothing wrong with that. Number 3, your workouts are persistently feeling slow motion, or you're moving through mud, or they just feel so hard all the time. You need to take a rest day. And if this persists, make sure you are changing up your workouts. We talk about this in the accelerator, about the various forms of movement we need. Number 4. Okay, this is really important and something y'all wanted me to talk about. So I am not an expert on cycle syncing. I've learned everything from my friend Joelle from Living Life in Sync. I love her podcast. I love her. She's one of my podcast besties and my mastermind. And I've learned all this from her. So let's talk about cycle syncing in your workouts and when you need to take a rest day, depending on where you are at in your cycle. So follicular phase, that's right after your period has stopped. Okay, your energy is boosted. Okay, so you are just I am moving and grooving. I'm gonna do a high intensity interval workout. I'm feeling really, really good. I'm gonna go do boot camp. Your energy is high. You are just this workout is giving me life. I love it. Now, if you're going into late luteal or even into your menstrual phase, so starting your period, I feel this in my soul. Moderate intensity instead of high intensity. Okay, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be a middle ground. So walking, yoga. It's just about being more aware, right? That first or even second day of your period, take a rest day. It's always the second day for me. The second day, I always get a headache. I just feel sluggish. And I know if I even tried to do a workout, I would just rather crawl in a hole and die. I just do not want to. Now, I don't want you to stress yourself out and feel I have to though. I have to. This is part of my habits. This is part of my routine, no matter if I'm starting my period or not. And I know sometimes movement can help me feel better when I am on my period. Not on day 2 though. Never on day 2 for me. But that is all just about working with your body instead of working against your body and learning that about yourself. You can track it. There's a lot of great cycle trackers out there. I download like some random free one on my phone, and it's really good at telling me like pretty much how I feel each day of my cycle. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But this can also really help you feel better and honor your body and slow down. Because if you're going to stress yourself out, do a workout that feels hard, you don't feel good, guess what that's going to do? That's going to raise your cortisol even more. And what does that do? That holds on to excess fat. We don't want that, ladies. We do not want that. So it's all about being intentional and working with your body instead of against your body. Joelle says that a lot on her podcast, and I love it so much. So if you're heading into that luteal menstrual phase, you're like, I cannot, take a rest day. For me, I'll always do like a 20-minute Cody Rigsby ride on my Peloton, like a real fun, like poppy ride, and just move my body just to like feel good, not to like sweat and burn as many calories as possible. Okay. And then lastly, 5, you are experiencing prolonged soreness. Like it hurts. Like you're squatting to go pee, you're walking up the stairs and you're just like, okay. Number 1, make sure you are being safe during your workouts. A lot of times when we are feeling extra sore like this, we're like, oh, I just need to keep working out more. And that's where injury happens, right? Injury and overuse and overtraining. Then you're going to get injured. Then you're going to have to take like a 6-week rest day period, and then you're not going to be very happy. Okay. So take walks, drink lots of water, then come back stronger to your workouts after you take yourself a couple of days to work out. Doesn't mean you're sitting on the couch. It just means like, oh, I'm just going to walk instead. Or I'm going to do that 20-minute ride on my Peloton. I'm just going to drink a ton of water and flush all that inflammation out. Okay. Now, I have a really good habit hack for you for your rest days, but I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Now, what if you're scared to take a rest day because you'll get off your routine, right? You'll take a rest day, then you'll take another one. Then you'll take another one. And the next thing you know, it's been a month and you haven't worked out at all. You have to trust your body. Those 5 areas I just gave you, you're going to lean into that. Learn. You can use a workout tracker. We have some available in the shop to help you track the way you're feeling after your workouts as well. And we learn about this a little bit more in my accelerator program for movement specifically, as far as creating routines and making sure they're consistent and sustainable. And rest days are a big part of that because you are going to burn out, my friend. I have done it more than once in my life with movement because I love movement. I love fitness so much. I didn't used to be that way. Trust me. Trust and believe. I did not used to love to work out until about 2016, believe it or not. But I've been to that point where I felt burnout, and then I just don't want to do anything, or my body's in fight or flight and I'm not seeing any progress because I am overtraining. Okay. So lean into those 5 areas we just talked about. And here's your big habit hack for today as far as taking that rest day. Schedule it. Okay. So maybe you have a specific day of the week. So like Mondays and Fridays for me are always my self-care movement days. I always go to HotWorks and do hot yoga. I love it so much. It's so restorative to my soul. I love it so much. And P.S., I have a fun announcement coming out about HotWorks and me here in the next couple of weeks. I can't wait to share it with you. And you can do, like I did, a specific day of the week. For me, it's always Mondays and Fridays. Or you can think of it this way. I'm going to do 3 days on, then take a day off. 3 days on, take a day off. That way you have a nice little flow, and it's just not like 6 days a week. You're working out for 3 days, taking a break. Working out for 3 days, and it doesn't have to be, like I said, sitting on the couch. It can be active recovery. Okay? So I hope this helps for you today to ensure you are taking care of your body. Diet culture teaches us to be punishing our body to go, 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 go all the time. And my friends, we need the rest. We need that restorative process that happens when we take a rest day or an active recovery day so we can come back and not feel burnt out, but energized from our workouts. If you need further accountability, maybe it's movement for you, maybe it's food freedom, maybe it's your mindset. Grab one of my accelerators or bundle all 3 together. If you're like, girl, I need help with all three. I got you. You can put them all together. It's all available for you in the show notes. Or if you want to focus on one specific area, grab the 21-day habit accountability challenge and let's chat and get you through 21 days of setting a new habit and building some confidence and momentum for you, because my friend, it will just snowball there for you. I promise. I guarantee it. It's happened for me. It's happened for dozens of my clients, and I want it to happen for you as well. One small little step forward will be another step, and then another step. Next thing you know, you're running towards your goals. Ugh, I love it so much. All right, gang. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch up with you next week. Bye. Hey girl, real quick before you go, did you know I have a secret podcast where I talk all about why most habit strategies don't work for us women? Spoiler alert, it's not our fault. Visit bit.ly/Atomic Habits for Women, it's linked in the show notes, to access my secret podcast series and have your biggest aha moment about why and how women have to do habits differently. And if you love the podcast, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way more mamas can find the show. Love and appreciate you, friend. We'll see you next time.